If you ain't got the money, don't stress. If you ain't got the money, don't stress.
Hi guys, and welcome to another show with Jai with Appa. This is your host Appa Sam, and this is
Appa Nisa.
Right, okay guys, so today we've got a very special guest on the show. We've been talking about her a lot, and I have actually been following her for quite a while, and then I introduced Appa to her. But just to give you, like a little bit of a glimpse of Sara Al Madani, she started her career in fashion at the age of 15. She's owned multiple companies from fashion to tech, won so many awards that I've actually lost count, and recently was on the cover of Harper's Bazaar November issue with will.i.am. She's the youngest woman to sit on the board for Sharjah Chambers of Commerce, and she's also a mother. She has a son, she's a wife, daughter, businesswoman, but there's no stopping Sara. Hi Sara, welcome to the show.
Hi guys, oh my god, you both have the same name, that's so cute.
Yeah. So really, she is actually Appa, but it's a long story. The podcast isn't long enough to hear the story, but one day when we talk about the names Appa, I will forward it especially to you to see, for you to see.
Perfect.
So I'll explain what Appa means, Sara. So Appa means big sister. So I, in a joke, started calling her Appa. Then she started calling me. Now she makes out as though I'm like 10 years older than her, and I am the elder sister. So there's an argument on this. It's like,
yeah, she is the older sister. She always will be, even though she's like 7-8 months older. Just put that 7-8 years. Okay, and I just want you to know, Sara. Today, this young lady here wanted to wear a blazer. And I said, I don't own one. She says, oh no, Sara, we've got to be professional. I said, are you kidding me?
Sara, look, I even got my professional reporter glasses ready for you.
And I was like, are you kidding me? And I said, no, we're going to stick to the hoodies, because otherwise I'm going to look like you know what. So we decided to cut the blazers.
I'm always giving talks online in my grey hoodie, so we're good to go.
Yeah, see?
Good to go. Okay, so welcome to the show, Sara. How are you doing today?
It's a pleasure, guys. Thank you for having me. I'm honored, and today was like every other day. The new normal is to be on Zoom all the time. So I've been doing meetings after meetings after meetings.
Thank you for giving us your time. We really, really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. I'm honored. Thank you so much.
Before we fire away, I will tell you, Sara, that when we were out, where were we? We were out somewhere, and Simon sent you a message.
Well, we were in Dubai on one of our tours.
We were on our tours, and Simon sent you a message, or I think she sent your husband a message first and persuaded him, and you didn't reply her. You voice noted her. Oh my God, I remember her jumping up and down saying, you don't know who replied me.
You know what? I really appreciate the time people put into writing me messages, and I return that respect by always replying. And I try. It's hard.
Yeah, because you have hundreds.
To keep up with everyone, but I try so much because I want to show people I appreciate them and respect their time as well.
That really means a lot.
I know, it does. And since then, we've just been following this champion, Dr. Sara Al Madani.
Doctor, so
yes.
Her Excellency.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you so much. Just call me Sarah, it's fine.
Okay then, that's fine. We're friends now.
Yes.
So Appa's got a series of questions. She'll kick them off, and then I'll butt in where I need to.
So I think, Sara, it's really important for people to understand, like, you being a Muslim woman, you're in the Middle East, and what you're doing, it's really important for Muslim women to understand that anything is achievable. So knowing a bit about you and the highlights of your story and how you began is very important for our listeners, because we get a lot of women contacting us, telling us that, they're low on confidence, they don't believe they can do anything. And then they look at us, and we're always like, we've started this new thing, Sara, by the way, we ride bikes every morning. We're on this weight loss journey. We're doing a 16-week fitness challenge. She's lost 10 pounds. I've lost about 9 pounds in weight since lockdown. And we've got over 50 people buying bikes and they're riding bikes with their scarves, hijabs, you know, in their slippers. Like we've started a whole hashtag LOV bike riding with Appas basically.
Cool.
Yeah. We've changed so many.
That's amazing. I'm so proud of you guys.
Thank you. We've changed so many people's lives. They look forward to, and now we feel it's a responsibility that we've got to get up in the morning, we've got to go cycling because they're waiting for us to get them going for that day.
That's amazing. I've also went on a weight loss journey, and I know how hard it is, and I know how rewarding it is at the same time. So keep it up, guys. You're changing a lot of women's lives, and you're inspiring a lot of people.
Thank you so much, Sara. So what I wanted to do is like basically talk about how you started, because your story is very interesting, like when you started to actually stop depending on family and what you did. Like that's I think a key point for everybody to understand, any age, time, etc.
Yeah. So my journey started when I was 15 years old, and I wasn't lucky or born in a rich family. We come from a normal, average family, and no entrepreneurs around me. It's not like I was influenced by the family as well. But ever since I was a kid, my dad says he always felt there was something weird about me. I always acted way bigger than my age, which scared him. And he said he used to always like buy candy and resell it to your cousins and use your older cousins as your employees and give them like a salary every month for selling things for you. So he was like, you always had a weird character, and you wouldn't be playing like a normal child. You will always be doing things that other adults are doing. So my parents always saw it in me that I'm like the rebel, you know, at the family. When I was 15, I collected an amount of like almost $10,000, and it took me a long time. It was my lunch money, my allowance. I did a couple of side jobs behind my parents' back, so I modeled for a while, which was a no-no culture, and I was only 15. So, and I was a promoter in a lot of supermarkets for a lot of food brands, and I was caught so many times by my parents, but I still fought until I collected the amount of money. And I remember I went up to my dad and I was like, Dad, I have $10,000, and from now on, I'm financially independent. First of all, they got weirded out because they're like, how did you get that money? But I was like, I told them it was all legal stuff. So, and then after that, I told them I'm never coming back financially. And my dad laughed because I'm only 15, and he looked. She will be back soon. But I never did. I never came back.
That's an amazing story.
And that's how my journey started in the world of business.
Wow. You know, you will inspire, well, you already, but our LOV ladies that follow us, you'll be such a big, massive inspiration. This is what they need. They need you. They need these words of wisdom in their life for them to feel, yeah.
Real women. So my next question was exactly what you were saying. Like, people, there's a misconception of people in their minds about Dubai is like Bentleys, Rolls Royces, and everybody owns a villa with lots of money. Like everybody's got to be totally loaded if you're in Dubai. And people actually think that. Like if you're traveling to Dubai so many times, they think you're rich. People don't. The problem with people is that they don't look at where that person started from. What they look at is the end journey, and that is, I think, the biggest problem, because if you wished your life to be like that person, then you'll be wishing for the same problems as they hustled through their life. So I think with women, you know, with women especially here, that mentality of, you know, Dubai being so rich and glamorous, you just basically answered the second question by saying, you know, you came from a normal family, you did whatever you had to do, you put your money together, and you know, invested in your first venture yourself. Like, was your first business like the fashion industry that you went into?
Yeah, so my first business was fashion and nutrition. To be honest, when it comes to the stereotype, I go through it a lot. Everyone's like, oh, she comes from a rich family, oh, it's daddy's money, oh, it's that, oh, it's this. Oh, no, it was my blood, sweat, and tears, honestly, and I worked so hard to be who I am and where I am. I did fail a couple of times, but failure always, you know, builds you up. It adds to your success. It teaches you a lot. So, yeah, there is a stereotype about the UAE and Dubai, but, you know, it's a small country, and people think that we.
It's fine, it'll just pick stuff up.
Can you hear us, Sarah? Oh, you're back. Can you hear us? Yeah.
Can you hear me guys?
Got you back, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, my phone rang. Just give me 1 second.
Okay, no problem. My mum's normally calling me in the middle of a business call and she just doesn't quit till she hears my voice and I have to keep disconnecting her.
No, my mom was my mom also, she just called me. She's like, you ordered food, it's here. I'm like, Mom, I'm recording. So, yeah, so basically, this stereotype of like everyone's rich in Dubai and everyone has everything they have in Dubai, it's just a stereotype that a lot of the media created. And especially when I like do a lot of work in the US, companies in the US, and I do a lot of public speaking there. And when people sit with me, they're like, oh, so you guys swim in like gold bathtubs? You have barrels of oils at home and stuff? And my automatic answer is, are you guys like the Simpsons? I don't know.
That's a good one.
Yeah, so it's a stereotype. It's not true. Everyone, a lot of people here really, a lot of people here really worked hard for who they are. And the most richest families in the country started from zero. They were selling fruits on the street. So everyone has a journey, and I believe when you judge, you don't have time to love. So it's better to do your due diligence and search and ask before judging a person, basically.
100%, because there's only certain people who are exception to the rule who are born into money, but majority people like successful, they never got there just by sitting on their bum. And that's what it's really hard to explain, especially in Pakistani community. Everybody's always like jealous of one or the other. And what we try to promote is that anybody can do anything.
Yes.
And you don't have to be a certain type of woman. You can, even in your hijab, do whatever you want to, however you want to. You can go cycling, you can do a business. Like 2 girls from a small town called Nottingham started a business to take ladies to travel around the world. 2 successful tours to Dubai. 3rd one was in April, which we had to cancel. And now we were going to Turkey. Yeah, postponed. And now we're going to Turkey as well. So the Turkish Airlines actually paid for the whole trip for us to come out in January and design a whole tour to then do one there. So the relations, the things that we did, I mean, I knew you'd love our concept the moment you'd hear about it because it's very, very female oriented. And now we've even hired distributors to, once our holidays start, to start selling them, start making money from it as well. And if they start hitting certain sales targets, they can travel with us as well. So it's to help everybody, not just for ourselves.
No, I love the concept. That's amazing. You guys are doing a great job. And what I love about what you do is that it involves humans and changing people's lives. So I love it because to me, my calling in life, I believe that we are all messengers of God, and each of us has a message with them to humanity, to people.
Exactly. You're here to serve the humanity.
And obviously, you guys found your calling. Yeah.
You know, when I watched one of your videos, I was so impressed, and I said to Simon, that look what Sarah said. Sarah said, if you want me, my child comes with me. Because I was like, what would she do? She said, the baby. You were like, if you want me, my child comes with me. And I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah. No, it's true. I had to give big speeches. I once had a LinkedIn speech, and I walked in with my 3-month-old baby on my hand, and I just spoke. And I told them, look guys, I was a single mom back then, and I was like, I'm a single mom, and I don't believe in throwing my kid with a nanny. I believe in leadership even at home. So I was like, this is who I am. You want me, you want me. You don't, you don't. It's up to you guys. And you get shocked how much people would respect you because of your truth, you know? And you don't need to put on an act or fake anything just to be accepted. Try to play yourself, remove all the masks, and you're going to see that a lot of people will love you for who you are.
Yeah.
Being you is the most original thing that anybody can have, and that's the best message, I think. Like,
yes.
People need to stop. I think my problem with influencers these days is that everybody's putting across an image which isn't realistic for the normal woman. So what we do is, it doesn't matter what our size is, it doesn't matter if we haven't got any makeup on, we just want everybody to be promoting reality. And we don't even touch products, which don't work. We use them on ourselves first, and then we promote it. And I think this is the influencers market right now. Like now, I heard you say it, that during the Corona time and after the Corona time, you're going to see the not so important influencers who aren't really giving value to customers, to even, for example, what they're providing. And that they're going to differentiate themselves from the good ones will only be there, new ones will come up basically. So that's something like that you said, which was really, really interesting, because Gary Vee said the same thing. And basically every morning Gary Vee is like Guru Gary Vee advice we runs in our house. What did Sara say? What did Gary say? That's how we do that.
Yeah. What did Sara say? What did
Gary's a very good friend of mine. He's a sweetheart in real life. I know he's over rough and stuff on when he's talking, but in real life he's a very sweet person. But I think the combination of what I have and what Gary have is that we found out our purpose in life, and we know who we are. We have an internal clarity. We're spiritual, because there's a huge difference between being spiritual and religious. You know, it's two different terms. So we are who we are and what we want to do, and we know our calling in life. And my calling in life is people. God sent me to this world so I can advise people through my experiences, so I can fail and teach people, so I can get hurt and show people how not to get hurt. So I believe that's my calling in life. And even in my business and everything, I apply that. And when you know who you are and why you're here, everything becomes just so easy and clear for you. And your message is more human related than commercial, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. What you just said is really, really important, and I think to touch on that is very important. Like, why should a person just be just themselves in their business and just be original?
Yes,
originality is just so important, and what your purpose is. What are you doing? What are you doing to serve the business that you're doing, the people that follow you? Like that you have to be true to your followers. And that's what sells a business, a person, anything, to be honest. Yeah. So I think that's really, really important. The next question I had about you was, during lockdown, you managed to set up a business called Hala Hi. And actually, I thought the concept was absolutely amazing. So for our followers, just so that they know that it's an app which basically, your famous celebrities, the ones that you follow, you can get shout outs from them. So hala in Arabic means hello, and then hi is hi. So I remember somebody asked Mustafa, your husband, what does hala hi mean? And he goes, hala is hello and hi is hi. So basically,
it's basically we're telling the world that this app is for everybody in every life. Yeah. And we thought of the lockdown, and we thought, how can we solve a problem? There was a problem in the entertainment industry, because the singers couldn't go and have concerts, the athletes can't go and play football anymore, or any sports, so they're stuck at home and their lifestyle is very expensive.
Yeah.
So how can they make money while they're sitting at home and maintain that lifestyle, at the same time give back to their fans and create memories with them that are affordable and that will last forever, and interact with people? So this is how the idea emerged, and we are the first of our kind in the region, not in the world though.
Yeah.
So we're very excited, and in a crisis there's always opportunity. That's what I believe in. When people are crying about what happened to the world, I'm laughing because I know there's so much opportunity out there, and just open your third eye and you'll see it, but some people just choose to dwell on sorrow and they're sad. Instead of growing. Yeah.
I watched the video where you talked about in every crisis there's an opportunity, and I said to her, listen to what Dr. Sara is saying. In every crisis there's an opportunity. What are you doing? And I was banging on her head saying, look, listen to what she said. We're in a crisis, find an opportunity. And we actually came with Jared Appan, this podcast.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, because to be honest, it's not the end of the world. My grandma went through war, through a pandemic, through much more, and she survived. And she looks at me and she's laughing. She's like, why are you worried?
Yeah.
So, I'm a strong believer of, I don't worry about my past or my future, because both of them don't exist. So I live for the now. I thrive. I follow my dreams. And I always believe that businesses grow big when they solve a problem. Just like Airbnb, just like Uber, and just like Dropbox. All these companies solve a huge problem that we might not think of, that we might might think it's simple, but it actually simplifies our lives. And guess what? These companies came out in crisis. So crisis, there's always opportunity.
They're literally like, they were genius ideas. Airbnb owns no properties, Uber doesn't own any cars, and Deliveroo doesn't own any restaurants. And literally, they did it with just putting up a service.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's true.
So sorry, one question I've had that I really wanted to ask.
Can I go back to just Hala High before because I don't want to
Yeah.
move on from that yet. So guys, the most important thing to understand is that if on Hala High, there's a lot of Arab influences, but there's also Mona Katan, who's Huda Katan's sister, and there's also Zukrit. So everybody in the UK who follow us will know Zukrit, and they'll know Mona Katan. So if you want a shout out from either of them, you've got to download the app, guys, and just punch it in. Because we're considering getting one from Mona, are we, Appan? So we'll be downloading that.
Actually, it's not an app, it's a website.
It's a website.
The app is for the celebrities. Yeah, the app is for the celebrities to
Just
manage their
upload.
dashboards.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, it's a website, but in the future, it's going to be an app as well. So it's halahigh.com.
Halahigh.com, guys. Halahigh.com.
Halahigh.com.
Halahigh.com to the camera as well.
Okay. So, Sarah, so I was watching one of your other videos. I watch a lot of your videos now.
She's done so much research on you, Sara, recently.
And I found that there was something really interesting that you said. You said an investor will only invest in an entrepreneur who has a personality.
Not just business.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So I've raised so much money for a lot of my companies, and I've also invested in a lot of companies. And when I want to invest, or any investor wants to invest, the first thing they look at, and even if you watch Shark Tank, the first thing they look at is your personality. Because if your idea is great, but you don't have the personality to sustain it, it will fail. If you don't have the leadership skill to keep it going, you will fail. So your idea can be knocked out and done in a better way by someone who has more leadership skills than you. So, entrepreneurship is actually adds to that personality, and the only entrepreneurs that grow and thrive are the ones that have what it takes. A great idea, a lot of money doesn't take you so far. It's you who take yourself far. So I completely believe that not every entrepreneur is an entrepreneur, but you know it takes personality to be an entrepreneur, and you're not like some people say, are you born an entrepreneur or can you learn to be? You can be both. Some people are born with a skill, some people can learn the skill. But in the end, if you don't have the right personality to sustain it, no one's going to invest in you. That's why the first thing that happens when you enter an investor's meeting room, they look at your personality, whether you're investor fit or not.
Yeah, likable.
If your ideas, your idea is great, good for you. You know, they see that every single day.
Yeah.
But if you have what it takes as a person, and they test you, they test your patience, they test your ethics, they test you, they even insult your idea in front of you to see how you deal with these emotions. You have to be investor fit. It's all a personality. It's not an idea or money. There's a lot of people with money that are not doing anything about it, and there's a lot of people with great ideas, but their ideas die the minute they launch. So it's personality.
100%. And you know the funny thing is, Sara, we started Love Exclusive. We spent zero money on Love Exclusive. We invested nothing. We started a platform.
Okay.
We got the idea. Literally, there was zero investment in our business, and we started the idea by just basically getting ourselves on social media to get people to trust us, to go on tour with us. Then we invited influencers onto our tour. So every tour has an influencer who has like 100, 200,000 following, and they put it out. Yeah, they put it out to their fans, and then they'll come with us. So what happened is, in the process, we just wanted to show our face, but we ended up becoming influencers in the process, and we were like, how did this happen?
We didn't set out for that. We just wanted to take ladies on holiday. Any questions for you? And one was, has she ever been to Pakistan?
No, I haven't, but we were planning to go in March, but then the COVID and the virus thing happened. So it's a delayed trip, like we postponed it, but I'm definitely going there. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and you know,
And for the followers who are listening, Sara is married to a Pakistani gentleman. His name is Mustafa Khwaja. He's also Pakistani, And basically, next time we find out Sara is in Pakistan, we're just going to turn up.
So we're also thinking about doing a tour to Pakistan at some point, Sara. So we'll try to see if it's the same time you're there, and this will be.
We're not going to ask for an invite, Sara. We're just going to turn up.
I would love to.
We know Pakistan.
I'll kick my husband out of the room and we will share a room together.
Perfect, and we will take you up and down Pakistan, and you will have the time of your life.
No, but my husband shows me videos all the time because he was born and raised in America, but he's been there only quite a few times when he was very young. So he's like, look, this is Kashmir. This is where I'm from. This is Hyderabad. This is this. And he's like, we're gonna go here. So I've been watching everything on video, but I'm just waiting for the time to go there because it's gorgeous.
It's really nice, and even the rustic parts of Pakistan which aren't so perfect is just the simple life that there's somebody poor sitting on the street, but he's just content.
Yes.
He's happy in his life. That is something just makes you, and especially with us, like the thing what we do is whenever we go somewhere, we start interviewing the shopkeeper, the restaurant guys, the waiters, and then we create content from that. We'll start recording on Snapchat, and we just have such a laugh. And the viewers, actually, we dare each other to do things, and the viewers can't believe, literally, Sara, we went cycling yesterday. We found a swing in the middle of a jungle, and she started swinging on it. I made a TikTok out of it, and everybody still laughed.
I didn't swing on it. She made me swing on it. I nearly went flat on my face. She goes, Anissa, the viewers are going to get happy. I'm going to get at the cost of my face.
I said, don't worry, it's only this much distance. If you fall, you'll just break your bum. It'll be fine.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so much fun. I'm going to have so much fun with you guys if I meet you.
Yay.
Literally, sorry, those videos that you make, the one with the Arab man and the British guy, I've been doing that in Punjabi version so much that I said to her, you got to watch Sara's video. She does the same stuff as we do.
Sara, if I ever send you Simon's video, you will see, you will look at your video, look at it, and it looks so real. She puts the same filter on and she goes off on one. It's hilarious.
I do a Punjabi accent, then I do different accents.
I'm gonna share my WhatsApp number with you guys later.
Yay! Yeah, you've got to see it. You're going to be creasing. And your husband, I don't know if you understand Punjabi.
I do really nice perverts, Sara. I do really nice.
She plays the pervert.
I've got to send you the TikToks.
Oh, I do a Russian pervert. So.
Okay, here we go then. There, your sisters, eh? Sara, before we go, is there any questions that you'd like to ask?
Sara, before you go, actually, not the questions. I really need you to tell us about your other two companies, Social Fish. There's Halahai, and there's another company that you have as well, which is the Proposal Cupids.
So Social Fish is based in Los Angeles and Dubai. We do celebrity concierge, which means that when celebrities travel and they want to go with their families on vacations, we take care of all their details for them. And also Social Fish has a division which is creative. We do branding, marketing, social media management, content creation for brands and all that. Proposal Cupids is anything related to love and marriage and weddings and anniversaries. It's an events company basically.
Yeah, so guys, if you wanted to have a destination wedding in Dubai, then you've got to contact them.
We saw some of the images of the work and they were like, oh,
it was to die.
Jaw-dropping.
Arabs know how to party like on a wedding. Like we need to be invited to an Arab wedding. Like literally, you'll be busting out.
Trust me, I've learned that Desi's party harder.
Yeah, we do. And if we ever cross paths together somewhere, we'll be inviting you to a party and you'll be like, wow, where have I been?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I love to party. I love crashing weddings. I go for the free food sometimes. So I'm all over the place. I'm ready.
She does that.
Why not? Hi, I'm your friend's auntie. Hi.
Yeah, exactly.
Put a lippy on.
My friends have dared me to enter to like random weddings that I've done like 13 times probably, and I ate them less. And I was like, God bless this marriage.
Bless this marriage. At least you left them with a dua. So, thank you so much for your time, Sara. We've taken so much of your time. Is there any questions
that you have for us, maybe?
I know we've told you everything about ourselves already.
And Sara, by the way, our tour was postponed in April. We possibly are moving it to August or October, depending on when Dubai opens its doors and the airlines fly. So we're literally ready. And then, we're just gonna camp outside your house because like
Are we talking about 2020 or 2021?
2020.
2020, okay, good. Because I want to see you guys.
Hopefully, as soon as it's safe, because obviously our guests, as soon as it's safe, we are getting on that plane. I said to her, we just need to say to the family, we've got a business meeting, we need to go to Dubai. We need a holiday. Just pretend we've got a business meeting. Get out of here!
But I'm pretty sure now that they're going to hear this, you're not going to be allowed to do so.
No, I'm going to say what happened was, yeah. I'm going to say, we're just going to edit that bit out. Here's the chief editor sitting here.
I do all the editing. She doesn't do anything. She just gives me orders. That's it. She's the bully and I'm the doer.
So Sara, I got a first class honours degree in audio visual technology. So this is all my work. But guess what? When it comes to editing, I tend to forget how it works. So I says, why don't you learn and start editing?
She's got a degree. She does zero. She does zero to the editing part.
She does the best.
Teamwork.
Teamwork. Thank you, Sara.
Teamwork makes the dream work, Sara. That's what we say.
Yes, indeed. Always.
Thank you so much, Sara, for coming on the show. You've given us I think more than an hour of your time because half of it was doing technical issues.
Yeah, really crap editor here.
I honestly, out of all the interviews I had today, this has been my favorite.
I'm so glad. All we want you to do is smile all day. We'll send you more comedy videos to keep you laughing till night. Literally, that's what we do.
Yeah, I'll send you guys my number and you better send me the video, especially of the pervert.
Perfect.
The permit's yours, Sara.
Thank you so much, Sara.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Sara, have you got one little really nice thing to say to all those ladies out there who are single moms, who have never worked, never done anything, who live in a country like the UK which has a social care system where they have their rent paid, they have money towards everything, they have the resources, but they're just not taking the step. What advice would you give them just to finish off with?
My advice is get rid of the stereotypes, the shackles on your feet about what society will say about you. Free yourself from them because they chain you to the ground. You don't have the freedom to go and discover yourself. Go out there, keep trying, live your dreams. My biggest inspiration in life is that I live once. Knowing that I only live once and I have one life inspires me every day to try something new.
YOLO.
And to be honest, don't limit your mindset because you are a female. This is not something that should weigh you down. Being a female is a +1 because a woman is emotionally intelligent and she's rational at the same time. So you have the right balance to do anything you want. Go out there, take over the world. I was a single mom once. I was a kid once. I was anything you women was one day. And I did it. Not because I was special or born lucky. It's just that I have the same 24 hours you guys have in your life, but I use it differently. So take those hours and use them differently. Create your dreams. Live your life. You have one shot. That's all I'm going to tell you. And to be honest, men do whatever they want because they know they can. Women don't because they don't know they can. So if you show a woman she can, she will. And if I'm not an example, and if these ladies are not an example for you to show you that you can, then nothing will move you. Get out of your comfort zone and get out there. You live once. That's your biggest inspiration.
Oh my God, fantastic.
What a beautiful message. Thank you.
You hit it right in the heart. You really did.
Thank you so much, guys.
And now I'm going to take this speech and go around and tell guys, you
And
did
she's going to
one.
put her label on it, Sara.
All your sister. All yours.
We love you, Sara. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you giving us your time in your busy schedule. Thank you. God bless you. And inshallah, we'll keep in
hopefully our
touch.
second podcast will be with you in Dubai live from poolside.
Yes.
That's what we'd like to do.
First, you guys let me know once you land here and everything is taken care of.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
And guys, brilliant. And guys, thank you. That was the end of the podcast, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show. And hopefully, we will basically be back with another bang and another guest, and maybe we'll have Sara back again. So,
Guys,
take care.
Thank you for today.
Bye.
Bye.